Okay guys, here's an update on my A2 Ford F150 with 351 Windsor small block and C6 automatic. Well, where do I start? I'll start by the engine here, so hang on a second. Okay, on the engine here, I took all the EGR stuff that was behind the air cleaner that goes onto the intake manifold. Well, I took that off, EGR cooler off, all that off, and I made block-off plates, and made block-off plates on the back of the head too. And there used to be a little tube right down alongside the engine. Well, I took it off and plugged it off between the two cats. I put a new ignition control module on it. That helped and stuff. So, and after I put that control module, that seemed to help. And the intake had so much fuel and ether, carb cleaner in it that it just like white smoke coming out the back. But anyway, it starts up now, and I put new plugs and plug wires on it. Same rotor and cap. This doesn't work. This here doesn't work. So it's kind of pointless to put half a jug of washer fluid when the other end of the hose is right here. When the other end of the hose is right here for the washer fluid. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I can find some stuff to go for the windshield, to wash the windshield when I need to. Because without that, I can't wash my windshield. So, the brake reservoir brakes still work, but I think it needs to be flushed. So it needs to be flushed, and the calipers need to be probably changed, and rear cylinders changed, and all that. So, and I got this venting right here. It's just open, and that deal on the other side is plugged up. I plugged it off with rubber caps, vacuum caps. I plugged some of these excess vacuum lines I don't need for the EGR stuff and everything. And excuse for the mess in the truck. And I measured this pipe right here. I measured to the length for that first catalytic converter, and it looked like the inside diameter is 2 1/4, and I need to remeasure it for the outside diameter because it's same size as the exhaust of the truck, and there's not much room to weld it. So I need to find some kind of clamp that goes over top of this that has 2 bolts that clamp together on the pipe, so I can clamp this in without having to weld it. So anyway, once I get that done, then it'll be cats be deleted. Like I said, sorry, excuse for the mess. I got to run on the front tank for right now. And this is XLT Lariat, like I said, so I'll start it up for you. And that buzzing you're hearing, that never did work before. Now it's working. So, and I noticed that once it warms up, it'll sit there and idle too. So let me see if I can get it warmed up, and it'll sit here and idle. Let me pause it here, and I'll on pause it whenever it's warmed up. Okay, well, it's sitting there idling. I got it warmed up a little bit, but I'll show you. Still pretty warm. I think once I cut the cats off, that is also be 10 times cooler. You see right now, it likes to burn my hand, and that's getting pretty warm right there. So I like, once I get the cats off, it'll probably be much cooler. It's not supposed to be running that hot like that. I think after I take those two cats off, those two, right underneath the one right underneath, right over here by the cab, and there's one right under here. If I take those two out and put just, you know, pipes in those two places, it'll probably run a lot cooler, and it'll take less back pressure. It'll take less back pressure off the engine, so it won't be so much back pressure, where it'll run cooler. So, and I got a couple spare tires in the back of the truck. This one here, this is actually a white Ford rim, but it works, so it's a spare. Here's the original wheel for the Ford, but it's also a spare too. It's got a 31-inch Cooper Discover ATR on it. It's a 31 1050 R15 tires. So, and this is also a 31, but it's, you can tell it's wore out, so it's a spare. But this pattern is the same as this one right here. So it's just a Ford wheel here. So I got two spares now, which is nice. And I got a spare on my truck bed trailer, right there. I'll zoom it in. Okay, see that's a spare. And that's my truck bed trailer, and it's got the same same pattern as this has, same lug pattern. So, but as it sits there, the reason why it's running a little high, idling a little high like that is because I got set like that. I adjusted to just run a little fast like that because the carburetor is still not right yet. It's a 2-barrel Holly. I think once I run fresh fuel through it, after it runs the old gases and the front tank out, it should run a lot smoother by the time it's all said and done. And I have a fuel tank in that building right over there. It's going to go in the rear of the truck because I think that rear tank is pretty bad shape. So, and sometime I gotta pull the bed off and put new fuel lines on the fuel lines, or new fuel lines on the fuel tank, because those fuel lines on top of the tank are pretty bad shape. I changed the fuel lines over where the fuel selector valve is, and right by the fuel pump, between the fuel pump and the fuel line on the block. So I've changed the fuel lines on it already on the frame. I just gotta do the tanks now. So, and try and get the old ascending units working, because the fuel gauge reads between half and empty. And I know that first tank has a full tank in it. I know it does because I put a full tank of gas in it. So I needed to clean up the ascending units. Maybe it'll work again on that. So, but anyway, there we go. And like I said, it runs pretty good now. Even though, like I said, run a little high idle. Yeah, I have it set that run high idle. Alright, this is how many miles it's got. And the speed up does work, because I had it about 40 miles an hour already. So, but I'm gonna cut it here because I gotta go do some weeding. So I do some trimming and mow the yard. The yard is pretty bad looking, so I need to mow it. But I'll let you guys go and enjoy the video.